Yes, with my brother. You know, guys, he has been traveling. He has been to many countries in Africa. Like he has been to like Zanzibar. Like so proud of my channel, brother. How many countries have you been so far?
I can say 16.
50 countries.
Tanzania is my 16th country.
Yeah.
Which I really had a good time in Tanzania. Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Zanzibar is a tourist island. When you go there, you'll find plenty of tourists from different countries who are like the locals, and people mingle very well, interact very well, you know. And also, like, you can find people from different countries who have been there for a very long time. Even they have families there, so like, just a good time.
So, bro, I want to ask you, like, bro, when you're in Zanzibar, it's for you to get a tourist girl from America, from outside.
Yeah, like when I was in Zanzibar, like I met so many tourists from different countries. Whether it comes from the girls, the women, the men, like we just had a good time. You know, knowing each other, showing each other around, showing each other new good spots, for having a good time. Just a vibe, just a vibe.
So, brother, for someone like me who wants to go to Zanzibar, how much like can you spend like hotel, maybe food? Give us like your opinion.
Okay, what I saw in Zanzibar, like first of all, the currency is very good. Because if you have Kenyan shillings or you have dollars or euros, you can really have a good time, because there in Zanzibar, like things are not quite expensive. If you go to the local shops, the prices are very cheap. So let me say, if you want to go for a week, just carry something like 40,000-50,000 just for a week. You can take an Airbnb for 1 week, and also like you can just walk around. You can walk around. There are people there. If you want to hire a car or use public transport, it's up to you. Yeah. Also, like the food is very cheap.
How much one meal cost?
I think if you say in Kenyan shilling, like in Zanzibar, actually you can eat food less than 100 shillings, less than $1. You can find restaurants that are selling less than $1, less than $2, $3, $4, you name it. Even if you want less than $10, you name it, you'll find all those kind of hotels.
So, bro, which other countries have you been to before Zanzibar?
Before Zanzibar, before Zanzibar, it was the country in South Africa. South Africa. So South Africa. How many cities have you been to? Have you been to Johannesburg or Cape Town? I've been to two cities, Johannesburg and Sandton City.
So tell us, how was your first impression there?
Okay, I was shocked when I went to Sandton City, because I thought I was in Europe.
Okay.
Also, you find like most of the population there in Sandton City, they are mostly white. They're Africans.
Okay.
The white Africans of South Africa, mostly white. So you'll find there like you feel like you're not even in Africa. But when you go to Johannesburg, you'll meet people from different places everywhere.
So during the time in South Africa, what do you like the most? Like the vibe or food, or can you tell us like something you like the most?
Okay, I'm very impressed actually in traveling in Africa. You know, like here in Kenya we have a food called ugali. We have a food called ugali.
Okay, I know.
So if you go to South African countries like Zambia, South Africa, you'll find they have ugali, but they call it a different name, pap. So when I was in those countries, just eating pap, ugali, pap. If I want ugali with meat or anything, just eat pap. So that's one thing that I really love about this country, because it feels like you're at home. You know, you're connected. You're one people.
So, brother, you also went to the same. So tell us like the first impression. How was like people like tell us like the food and
okay, for me, I'll be honest. First of all, about Zambia. The first thing you'll feel like you are in an African Chinese country, because everywhere is just Chinese. You know, billboards Chinese, everywhere you go is just Chinese. You know, from the airport, Chinese. But as I've said before, like these countries, they have pub. So that's one thing also like I loved about Zambia. Also like the people in Zambia. Also like the clubs in Zambia. I had an opportunity to go to the clubs in Zambia, night clubs, just to see how they are, and they're so lit, man. People in Zambia know how to party.
So for someone like you in Zambia, how much can you like spend like a night for a party, like to go out?
Okay, that night I didn't spend anything, because my friend invited me to come and show me around, you know. So I was the boss of that day, you know. But if you want to spend a good night, just carry the same money you always carry in your country, just to have a good time, you know. So you just buy your alcohol and just have a good time.
So something like Liberia and Sierra Leone. Usually some Yeah. France.
French.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned bonjour because and most of West African countries like they are French-speaking countries. So I learned bonjour, ça va bien, merci. So it's very easy to communicate with the locals. Yeah, because some people they don't know English or Swahili, so it is hard to communicate with them.
So brother, that's much brother. I don't speak that. So brother, tell us like in Africa, how many countries like are you planning to visit in the coming years or coming months?
What I can say, if I have the power, because I believe I have the power, you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And I want to travel to each and every African country in Africa, because Africa is home. Yeah.
So which country is your favorite that you have not been to in Africa?
Not yet. I've not been to Uganda. Just here.
Yeah.
I've been to Uganda.
Yeah.
I've not been to Egypt,
Okay.
Algeria, Sudan.
Yeah. Also know I want to go to Algeria and I know Morocco.
Morocco, yeah, I know Morocco. Yeah.
You know, bro, when I was in Turkey, I had some friends from Morocco. They told me, man, Morocco is nice, very beautiful country. They love tourists. But man, yeah. So, brother, thank you so much. See you until next time. Thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe. And guys, if you're
Support
from
my brother here, man. Support my brother here. Subscribe to his channel. My brother Abdi, all the way from Nairobi, Kenya.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, so guys, they're making me a film, so I do this video. Food you like the most in China, like Chinese food?
To be honest, when I go to Chinese restaurants, I either order a mian tiao, that is Chinese noodles, or mi fan, that is Chinese rice. And also like it comes with the meat, raw meats. You can choose if you want beef meat or neuro, yang roll, sheep meat, any.
So bro, I want to ask you, someone who just want to learn Chinese, like what's your advice? Like someone like me now, I want to learn Chinese, I want to start now. So what's your advice?
For me, my advice first of all, like just believe that you can study this and don't take it like it's hard. Because even if you start studying at first, like you'll find it challenging, maybe to memorizing things or writing the characters or listening or practice. But what I can say, like the more you practice, the more you know. So practice every day, learn every day. Every day learn something new in the Chinese language. If it's listening, it's not like you can find friends who are in your country or online. You can find people online who can help you to practice your listening or your speaking skills. So just practice, man. Just practice. Practice makes perfect. So every day practice, speak good Chinese.
So I want to ask you, like in Kenya, there's so many Chinese. What do you find? Like, are they attracted to, like, when you try to speak the language? Do they welcome you? Do they like try to speak to you again?
One thing I've learned about this world, everywhere you go, you'll find the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. Yeah. So me, I've met very amazing Chinese, very friendly Chinese. We have done great things together when it comes to business or doing collaboration and creating content. I've met such people, and we have had a good time. So like I've met the other ones who will make your face frown. But they don't take it into heart, So, you met people who are coming from different walks of life.
In Africa, how many countries like are you planning to visit in the coming years or coming months?
What I can say, if I have the power, because I believe I have the power, you have to believe in yourself. And I want to travel to each and every African country in Africa, because Africa is home. Yeah.
So, which country is your favorite that you have not been to? Africa.
Not yet. I've not been to Uganda. Just here. I've been to Uganda. I've not been to Egypt, Algeria, Sudan.
Also know I want to go to Algeria and I know Morocco.
Morocco, yeah, I know Morocco. Yeah.
You know, bro, when I was in Turkey, I had some friends from Morocco. They told me, man, Morocco is nice, very beautiful country. They love tourists. But man, yeah. So brother, thank you so much. See you until next time. Thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe. And guys, if you're
from my brother here, man. Support my brother here. Subscribe to his channel. My brother Abdi, all the way from Nairobi, Kenya.